Thank you. Let's bring in South Dakota Republican Senator Mike Round. Senator, let me just start you with what you heard Karine Jean-Pierre say just then. She said our present economic plan is working. What do you say?
When I heard it, all I could say was, wow, unbelievable. Think about this a little bit. South Dakota, right now, my family's here in this state, $604 more a month in living expenses than what they had when this president took office. Those are real dollars for real families. I'm sorry, but his economic plans are not working. Yeah. We know what the answer is. Let's get back to actually allowing for job creation again by what we did in the first place, which was let's become an energy producer again in the United States rather than being a consumer from other countries. Let's get inflation under control by allowing for that energy to flow into the marketplace and bring the price of gasoline down, the price of diesel down. That's doable right now. And by the way, for these folks that think that their economic plans are great when what they suggest to people is go get an electric car, I got news for them. There aren't a lot of them there, and our electric grid could never handle that in the first place. I suspect that some of these people in Washington, D.C. that are suggesting that probably have a magic carpet in their garage as well. Yeah. We don't have one of those out here. We need real results, and that means getting back to what we were doing before this administration came into office.
Let me just put up on the screen, if I could, the gas prices and how they have gone up. Look at this. Today, it's $4.71 a gallon. That's up 4 pennies from yesterday, up 11 cents from last week, way up from a month ago, and way up from $3.04. You mentioned electric cars. They don't fare very well there in South Dakota because there are large distances between cities. I remember I was there once in Sioux City, and I plugged in directions for Rapid City, or Sioux Falls rather, and I plugged in directions for Rapid City. It said turn left, go 340 miles, turn left. I mean, high gas prices are having a huge impact on people in South Dakota.
And it's not just the gasoline, it's diesel as well. We're right in the middle of planting season right now. Diesel is over $5.20 a gallon. Those are the folks that are actually producing the wheat, they're producing the corn, the soybeans, and all of those commodity prices are going to go up because these guys couldn't even plant it if they weren't getting at least enough to pay for their input expenses. This administration has made that very challenging. Yeah. I'm going to go back to this in the first place. We know what the remedy is. Let's bring taxes down. Let's not do what the president has just suggested in the end of March. He suggested $2.5 trillion more in additional taxes over the next 10 years. Well, look at what the market does. The market says, are you kidding us? You want $2.5 trillion more? Take a look at what's happened to the stock market since the end of March. It's not going up, it's going down. And that's because these folks understand just how serious the trouble is that we can see in the future based upon what this administration is doing in terms of economic policy. This is wrong. This is just flat out wrong. And the sooner we can get back in and start stopping these bureaucrats from putting in these kinds of rules that the American people have got to live with, the sooner we can start getting this economy back under control again.
Your neighbor to the north, North Dakota, is a big producer of shale oil. The Bakken Shale Formation produces a substantial amount of the energy that we consume in this country. Let me put this up on the screen. October 19th was the high water mark for Bakken shale oil production. 45,306,545 barrels produced in October of 2019. Compare that with March of 2022, latest month for which we have figures, down 12 million barrels. So when the president says we're producing more oil than we ever have, I mean, there's the proof that we're not.
Well, there's more to it here as well. First of all, they made it extremely difficult to actually get a lease on federal lands, and there's a huge amount of federal lands in the western part of the United States. But that's only part of the story about what they're doing to stop energy production. Not only are they making it more difficult, if almost impossible, to get a lease that they can explore on, but second of all, just to explore, you've got to have an additional license. And then if you do find something there, you've got to have the ability to get it out of that location and into the marketplace, which means additional pipelines, and they have been hell-bent to shut down those pipelines as well. So this administration does not seem to understand that we need access to these petroleum products, and the sooner we can get them back into the market, the sooner you'll start to see inflation at all levels start to go back down again. You think about the cost of food going up right now. Part of it is just the transportation to get the food to market, not let alone the cost to actually produce the food and the amount of petroleum that it takes to actually produce it in the first place. Well, this administration is totally out of touch with what it's going to take to bring back a strong economy in the United States. We've got to get these bureaucrats under control.
Well, the president announced it already that he doesn't see oil prices coming down anytime soon. Senator Mike Rounds, the great state of South Dakota, thanks for being with us. Appreciate it.